A very common question asked by many. Is it permissible for me to fast the 6 days of Shawwal when I have days of Ramadan which I didn't fast? There are two main opinions in this particular issue. The first opinion is that you're not allowed to fast the 6 days of Shawwal without bringing back the days of Ramadan. And if you do fast the 6 days of Shawwal, you're not going to get the reward mentioned in the hadith. Which hadith? The hadith of Abu Ayyub al-Ansari, which is found in Sahih Muslim. Man sama Ramadana thumma atba'ahu sittan min Shawwalin kana ka siyami dahri. The person who fasts the month of Ramadan and then follows it up with the 6 days of Shawwal, it is as though he fasted the entire year. They're saying, the hadith here says, Man sama Ramadana, anyone who fasts Ramadan. So that means you had to have fasted the entirety of Ramadan. Thumma atba'ahu, and then you followed it up with the 6 days of Shawwal. Then you get the reward of fasting the entire year. That's the first view. The second group of scholars, they say, no, it's permissible for you to fast the 6 days of Shawwal, even if you have days of Ramadan that you didn't fast. And they respond to this hadith by saying that the hadith, Man sama Ramadana qad kharaja makhraj al-ghalib al-a'am فلا مفهوم له. That this hadith, it's referring to that the majority of the people are going to finish the month of Ramadan. That's what some scholars they said. And some scholars they said, Man sama Ramadana, it's like, and it's similar to the other hadith where the Prophet said, Man sama Ramadana imanan wa ihtisaba ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbi. Anyone who fasts the month of Ramadan, imanan, faith in Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, wa ihtisaban, and hoping reward from Allah, he will be forgiven for his sins and his mistakes and his shortcomings. They said that that hadith doesn't mean that you have to fast the entire month of Ramadan for your sins to be forgiven, even if you fasted a few days. So they said this hadith is also similar to that. Another reason why there is a difference other than the hadith, are you allowed to place a voluntary before an obligatory? Because the fasting of Ramadan is obligatory and the 6 days of Shawwal is voluntary. So the first group are saying you're not allowed to, and the second group are saying we're not looking at it from the perspective that the 6 days of Shawwal is voluntary and the days of Ramadan that are outstanding are obligatory. We're not looking at it from that perspective. We're actually looking at it from the perspective of one is limited and the other one is unlimited. What does that mean? The 6 days of Shawwal is limited to a particular month, whereas the days of Ramadan that are outstanding can be brought back until the next Ramadan, which is a year. So they said the one that's limited to a month should be prioritized over the one that is long, which is Ramadan, the days of Ramadan. So that's another argument in this issue, or another angle that the discussion is built on.